Hey guys, it's raining now. 7:30. Meeting my partner Daniel. Don't know where he is. You see what time already? Mr. Daniel, what time already?
8 p.m.
Welcome to another episode of Property Wealth Mentors. Today we're going to review another very exciting project, which is going to launch very soon.
ELTA.
ELTA.
Where is ELTA?
What's ELTA?
ELTA. I also don't know what is ELTA.
Why they call it ELTA?
ELTA.
ELTA. You guys know why is it ELTA? Let us know. So, where's ELTA, Daniel?
It's in Clementi. Alex, Clementi. Are you associated with Clementi?
Yes. Actually, I studied at the Ngee Poly, so it's very near Clementi. What about yourself?
I also like Ngee. How come I never see you?
I don't know. Maybe you're older than me, so you will pass out first. So which subject were you doing in your poly?
At that time, I was doing the quality assurance engineering. I don't know whether you know the ISO 9000.
So you guys know what Daniel is an ISO person. Quality assurance. Everything must be quality one.
How about you, Alex? What is your...
I studied building and real estate management. I never thought that I'll be talking about property investments.
Also, you are natural
property investor, study real estate. So for those who are unaware where ELTA is, so just a quick overview. Located at Clementi, right, along Clementi Avenue 1. So next door, you have your Clavon and also your
Clement Canopy.
Okay, so there's two projects down here. If you're new to Clementi, welcome to the west of Singapore.
I stay in Hougang.
Hougang,
but my wife stays in Clementi all her life. So when I dated her, I got to take bus 74 from Hougang all the way to Clementi in the gym.
Oh, so you like Clementi?
Huh? No choice, I got to like, right?
So this is a lucky place for you. You get your wife here.
Correct.
What is ELTA about? So ELTA, it's a 39 stories development, right? So it has 2 towers of 39 stories, 39-year leasehold, 501 residential units. Okay, so not bad. It's a big size development. And car parks, I think nowadays they're all giving us 80%. So not everybody drive, and I think Singapore is going towards a car-like society.
But one thing I don't like is the multi-story car park.
They also have basement car park, one basement.
Yeah, one basement.
So nowadays we talk about flooding, right? Also got multi, okay one. Going to TOP on the first quarter of 2029. The unit mix as an investment, we're looking at it. It comes with 1+ study, right? Of course, you have your 2-room layouts. You have also your 3-room layouts, and of course, definitely your 4 and the rare 5-bedroom unit types. Okay, so if you add up all these 1 and 2 bedrooms together, you have to also know that this development itself, all this adding up, it actually stands 42.9%. Okay, so this is to us a more of a quite balanced
quite healthy,
project, right? So you have an investment, you also have your own stay, right? So your 3 bedrooms onwards, okay, the total units down here, it stands more than 50%. So you can say it's more of an own stay kind of a demand for Clementi itself. So what is around Clementi, the shopping center, right now?
Clementi Mall.
Yeah, there's the Clementi Mall. So walkable or not?
Cannot lah. I mean, anywhere can walk lah. But morning you walk out, you got to go back U-turn and go and bathe again.
Because today Singaporeans love the MRT so much. So I think this will become a minus point, right?
Yeah, for me it's a minus point. We are pampered, correct?
You still get a good exit strategy because there's a lot of $1 million upgraders along this whole Clementi area, right? This is the good thing. But for Daniel, because I cannot walk to MRT, you don't like.
Yeah, I don't like.
So let's look into what is this project about, and later, end of the day, we're gonna share with you what's the walk away price.
That's the most important, right?
So should we invest in ELTA? Is ELTA a good investment?
We got to study the floor plans. All the while, we got to see what is the price that developer is launching. Because at the end of the day, you buy something, you want to make profit, right?
Yes.
So it's very, very important. Probably what we can analyze is you got to go into the floor plan and see first.
For Clementi, I think for the West lovers, I don't think you get many big projects this year. So if you're staying in the West, if you're considering to make money, I think it's good. You can look into this project. How profitable is Clementi area?
So first, probably we look at Clement Canopy.
Clement Canopy is actually just next to this ELTA itself. We plot the records. Wow, 吓死人了.
Wow. so much, earning so much. You sort by the profit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see the profits are like 500, 600, 7,000, 800, 900,000 gains, you know.
Within how many years, bro?
Within 7 years.
Within 7 years, Alex. You can,
Wow.
which means 1 year you are savings about 100.
Yeah, near
you are earning about
100,000.
100,000.
Make this money really difficult. How to save? So that's the reason why I think investing in property very important this year for all of you. So you can see most of the profits actually came from the 3 and the 4 bedroom unit types. Okay, that you can have the highest quantum leap, or we call it the highest capital gains.
Also must see what is the walk away price.
Yes,
Don't
depends on the
be
price.
emotional.
So the other project we were comparing is actually at Clementi. It's just also next to this ELTA itself. So as you can see, the profits, wow,
as high as 906,000.
Also similar.
But averagely is about 500 to 600,000. That's the money that you'll be gaining.
But this time round, the timeline is shorter.
Mm.
Okay, it's only like a 3 to 4 years timeline. They are making 5, 6, 700,000 in 3 to 4 years time.
Now, if I can choose, then which one will you choose?
Well, if I can choose, I buy anything. I also make big money. I already fought already, right?
So now ELTA, what is your expected profit that you think will reap?
ELTA is an upgraded place. So in this project, you have to buy as big as you can. What I'm saying is that if all the market price is similar, buy as big as you can.
Because you and Clementi, you are surrounded by $1 million HDB, and this is your exit strategy. When they sell off their HDB, that's where they become your potential buyer. Buyer will also ask, as a resale and new launch, it seems expensive. Might as well I buy Clevon or I buy this Clement Canopy. This is always the buyer's concern.
So sometimes you look at the past, how we actually determine whether is it profitable. So I give you an example. So this time round, we use Clement Canopy for example. So if you bought it on day one, right? You bought it on day one, till the time it TOP is maybe 4, 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably down here. Okay, so you'll be seeing that they probably make a good profit of around 30%, right? So from the day they buy to TOP, they make a good 30%.
Which makes sense, right? If you buy
makes sense.
2 over million, 30 over percent is 600,000 profit.
Yes, right? So from the day you buy, you wait for it to construct. Then by the time it TOPs, you make a good 600,000. But today, if you buy a resale, there is going to be a difference. You're going to buy back, for example, Clement Canopy again.
Correct.
After it TOPs. So what's going to happen? You're going to buy a TOP, and then today, okay, if you look at the price change, okay, you still lose a bit of money.
Cry.
Minus 3%.
Pay more money and lose money.
Yeah, so actually what we're trying to say is this. When you hit the resale market, it really depends on inflation, depends on market price, because they are willing to take a loss because they bought it cheaper. Okay, but if you buy a new, that's your entry safety net lah.
Because your starting base is the same as everybody.
Interestingly, just to let y'all know, our GLS price is also protected by URA.
That's correct.
Okay, so you can see that government actually reject low price GLS. Okay, so your price is always protected for the next launch moving forward. So it's very different from HDB. HDB BTO, they will launch lower than resale.
Because that's for citizen to stay, not for you to play and make profit.
Correct. But for private property, selling here, you bid down here the land, government reject. So you are being protected. So I think this is things that maybe a lot of our investors don't know.
Yeah. So a lot of you will always think a new launch so high, resale so cheap. Logically, I should buy a resale and it's bigger, price is cheaper. But that is majority 80% what they are thinking. So if you want to make money, always remember the 80-20 rule. You got to fall at the 20%, take some risk, then that's where you are able to get a profit.
So let's deep dive into the product itself. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So it's a very beautiful 2 stories.
Very nice, yeah.
39 stories. What I like, of course, is the views, but it depends on which view you are facing. In terms of this project, on the higher floors, agent will tell you sea view. Is this really sea view, Daniel?
If you tell people sea view, then the east side is what view? So if you were to compare, Singapore only got 2 parts where you're able to get sea view. One is West Coast, the other one is East Coast. But for the West Coast side, the sea view, first of all, I think is very far away. You're not really very near to the sea. Second thing, you see a lot of plants. A lot of power
plant.
Power plant, all the factories. I don't really think it's a sea view. I think if you really are a sea view lover, please go to the east side. I think that will be a...
So if you say this is sea view, people laugh at you. But you say pocket sea view, okay. Because last time I owned a unit here. I got better sea view.
Blue horizon, right?
Yeah, I owned a unit here before.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with this area. Okay, so I think on the high floors, you get pocket sea view, not really sea view. So it depends on the premium that you're buying. Okay, so this one really depends. Okay, also, it's also facing the expressway, right?
So no choice. You want view. Every time whether east or west, if you face sea view, you face the expressway. You got to manage the dust. You got to manage the noise because noise travel upwards, right?
Yes. So the higher you go, right,
the more noisy you are.
the more noise in exchange for the view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm right now at Clementi 39 story at this Clementi HDB. I'm doing the video for you all to see the ELTA, sea view, how it's going to be like, and also whether it's noisy or not. So follow me, right now follow me as we go to the corridor. That's the max I can go because I cannot go inside other people's house. So you can see from here the pocket sea view over here. Alright, this is on the 39th story, and of course on the bottom is the expressway. So let's hear whether is it noisy or not. Got noise lah, but it's the expressway is right now is busy So yep, so this will be the view. Alright, and of course on the below this is the expressway. There are some noise as long as the higher you go, the noise will be there.
Okay, so in terms of the site map, as you can see, it's more of a north-south facing.
Regular layout. You have a pool itself, the lap pool, and it's a full condo facility. So it comes with a tennis court.
Yep, so very easy to remember. Last two blocks, block 12 and block 10. No west sun, right? So the west actually comes from here. And if you jump into the schematics, you can see it starts from the 4th floor, okay, all the way to 39 stories. So when you get a high story development, price will jump very differently. Okay, so from the lowest floor to the highest floor, there can be a lot of jump. Difference in percentage per level. The difference in per level might be between, okay, for 3 bedrooms might be between 10 over 1,000, maybe to even 15,000, depends. 30 stories, it can be a good 300,000
just for the view.
Just for the views. Let's jump straight into the floor plans. It starts with the 1 plus study. So Daniel, how's the 1 plus study like?
Only one stack, right? So if you are entry into the private sector, it's only one stack on the stack 10. This is actually facing the Clementi Avenue 1. Simple, clear cut. I think it's very clean. Look like any other development. You go in will be your open concept kitchen. Alright. Then of course this is the study. So effectively this study, if you cannot combine with your master bedroom. I feel it's a bit of redundant. If it's study will be in the center, actually
a bit better layout,
Yep, it will be a better layout. Typically you go in living and dining, then of course you have a balcony. Now the other thing you got to pay attention, of course, this is a harmonization. So the aircon latch is not considered in your strata title.
Yeah, so 1 bedrooms, if you ask me, by right, this development, they should build smaller 1 bedrooms. Because why? As an investor, you want to buy a 1 bedroom, you're going to sell, exit next time to also an investor.
Correct.
Right? So affordability is key when it comes to this.
So what you mean probably, Alex, is actually don't need a study.
You don't need this extra study, really, because as an investment, you enter a lower price, the rent is the same, right? Even a 1 bedroom, 1 plus study, you probably get the same rent also.
Correct.
Anyway,
I
right?
agree.
So I think you'll be paying a little bit extra for this study room itself, maybe a good 40, 50 square feet. But anyway, this is the smallest unit type. If you're going to buy into Clementi, this is the only unit type you have. Okay, and in terms of pricing, I think for 1 bedroom, low floor and high floor, there's going to be a lot of difference. But I think a good difference will be around 5,000 to around 7,000 in terms of level per floor difference, right? Because if you hit 10,000, I think it's definitely going to be way too high. Okay, so we will share more on the walkaway price later.
Yep.
Let's go into the 2-room layouts. So the 2-room layouts, we have basically 2 stacks, one on stack 11 and the other on stack 7.
So there's a lot of 2 bedrooms layout. So this one is the 2 bedroom essential.
What's the 2 difference in the 2 bedroom layouts?
The B1 and B2 type, the only difference is only probably at the walkway.
Okay, a small difference in the walkway.
The DB box is actually
not much difference.
situated slightly a little bit different. Yeah, and of course these are dumbbell layouts. Alright, which is right now I think quite popular because a lot of people actually love the dumbbell layout. But the problem right now, of course, only got 1 toilet.
Yes, 2 bed, 1 bath.
Yeah, 2 bed, 1 bath. Yeah, if you were to exit with this style of layout, personally I tried to sell 2 bed, 1 bath quite difficult to sell because a lot of the buyer that comes, usually they will say that, my husband sitting in the toilet for 45 minutes. How do I do my makeup and bathe? Everybody just going through that one toilet.
Yeah, as mentioned, this is an own stay market, so you will see small families, they will prefer a 2-bed 2-bath. And this project is actually harmonized, right? That means to say all this aircon ledge will not be part of your strata. So for those who are not aware, in the past, all this will be part of your strata, which may consist between 5 to 7% of your gross floor area. So now, no more all this already.
Which means what you are paying everything, the 614 is all usable area.
It's all usable area. Now, of course, if given a choice, if possible, I think it's better to get the 2-bedroom premium. Okay, and it comes with also 2 stacks.
2 stacks.
Okay, one on 14 and the other on 3 itself. Okay, so I think the 2-bed 2-bath, because they all have different views. Okay, I think to me, the front and back view shouldn't cost more than 5% difference in premium.
Alex, what's your favorite view? You like south view lah. Previous video you say south feng shui better.
South feng shui better is the sea view. The
not sea view lah, but yes. Premium.
I prefer the south facing.
Yeah. So this is the 2-bedroom premium, which is the 700 square feet. I think this one will be very, very popular for people, either end user or investor, because effectively it's a dumbbell unit, but you have your own attached toilet for both of the master bedroom and the common bedroom. Yeah,
so the size is 700 square feet. So if you compare to the essentials, which is 1 bathroom lesser, 614 square feet, right? So it's going to be 60 over 70 square feet bigger, because of the extra bathroom.
So you pay how much for additional toilet?
So the additional toilet is like another estimator. If it's based on 2,000 PSM, we're paying like 100 over 1,000.
Will you pay?
I will pay because I'll be able to sell higher.
Yep, I will also pay. So guys, that's the struggle when you're are choosing your unit between a 2-bed 1-bath and a 2-bed 2-bath. You will only see the figure of 100,000, but don't be afraid, because later on, when your exit price, you will be able to earn much more than the 2-bed 1-bath.
Okay, so I think in terms of the priority, always to get the premium as your first choice.
That's correct.
Then if not, you really cannot get, if you really this location, then you go and get your essentials, which is your 2-bed, 1-bath, right? So of course, we start with the 2-bed 2-bath. That should be
if you can, guys.
Next layout, we actually have our 2-bedroom plus study layout. So this one actually only has 1 stack, which is a stack 6. So not much choice. Okay, so we have the 2-bedroom plus study. So I think the main difference was, of course, this additional study.
I think this is me and Alex. We don't like where the study is disintegrated by the bathroom in between, because you cannot combine the study with the bedroom 2 as a walk-in wardrobe or usable area.
Yeah, because it can only be a study, or you're going to carve out another room as a co-living, yes, but then it lacks, another usable space to call it like a walk-in wardrobe. So if you're not using it, then it becomes a storeroom. So you're going to pay extra,
107
square feet for an extra
200,000
storeroom. 200, more than 200,000. The high cost maybe $250,000 just for extra storeroom.
Yeah.
So this one, I think if only you really love the store so much, and then or you want to do your co-living or really need this, then you pay the extra. If not, first priority is still the 2-bed 2-bath.
That's correct.
Now let's jump into the 3-bedroom elegant. Wow, why they call it elegant?
926 square feet.
Yeah, 926 square feet. Both facing the north direction. Both the north direction. Okay.
Stack 4 and stack 9.
Yep, so they have a stack 9 and stack 4 itself. Okay, so 2 different views. How's the layout?
I think the layout is quite good. From the entrance going in, first of all, although it's a compact 3-bedroom, it has a window in the kitchen, which means this will be a open fire burner. Alright, so this is one of the plus points I think the developer has actually done. Typical dining living area to the balcony, so this is very common. You have a corridor leading to your bedrooms. Alright, so but the other plus point for this development is developer very smart. They play with this bedroom. There's a Jack and Jill, which means right now not only your master bedroom has a attached, bedroom 3 has also has an attached.
Yeah, this is a smart move, Well done, MCL. It was a good move here. It's a good move here, right? To have this attached Jack and Jill bathroom.
That's correct.
Okay, it comes with the balcony. Good. Right, so I think it's a very regular layout. You can have some, shoe cabinets here. You can have some artwork down here. I think it's a good display because nowadays lack of walls. So you have one nice wall here to display. Okay, so the size it's 926, which is quite a compact, good size. And the other size we have is your 1023 square feet, which is your premium. It's only 1 stack, right? So it has 1 stack, which is your stack to itself. So actually the 3 bedrooms are all having one facing.
So what is the difference between the elegant and the premium?
So if you look at the floor plan, I think the main difference now is you get a very nice big wet and dry kitchen, right? Plus a yard, which is good. And then, most importantly, this study is very, very flexible.
Flexible.
You can use the study,
Or
it can be
helper's room.
a helper's room, it can be a yard, it can be anything. So I think this is a well-played design for study.
What I personally like also, this one is a dumbbell layout with a traditional corridor linking to your master and the bedroom. 2, you have like a junior master standalone on one corner. So if you have parents staying with you, and yet you want to have privacy, I think this is actually a quite good layout.
If you ask me, these 2 layouts are the 3-bedroom elegant and 3-bedroom premium. I think the premium definitely stands out.
Yeah.
This one is really good for upgraders. This is the kind of perfect layout that they can get. You want study, you get study. You want yard, you get yard. Make sure you can make sure.
Correct. So if people are staying in Clementi buying this, I think your kids are still quite young, so definitely you have a helper.
So this is the better layout for the 3-bedroom. So next, if you have a bit more money, you want to go into the 4-bedroom. So we have the 4-bedroom. We have the 4-bedroom premium and the 4-room dual key. If you go into the 4-room, I think very nice also. They have this wet and dry kitchen.
Similar as the premium
quite
one,
similar,
yes.
but this one is not the flexi store that we talk about. So the 3-room layout is actually much better. That layout. Of course, you get one additional WC down here. So the size is 1184 compared to the premium 1023. If you don't need the extra bedroom, I think the 3-room is good enough.
So if you don't need the extra space, you don't need to pay for the additional one more bedroom.
Okay, so it's connected down here, Jack and Jill. But this one is not shared, right? But of course, this one master, you have your own bathroom. So I think it's a fair 4-bedroom. The other one, 4-room premium. Where's the extra 4-room premium?
It comes with a bigger junior master bedroom. So this is the thing if you need. I don't see really quite anything much difference between this and the layout just now what we saw, which is the 4-bedroom exclusive.
Okay, so of course if you want this 4-bedroom premium, it's going to be 1313 square feet. Okay, I think the size definitely is going to be bigger, slightly more in the
Living and dining
area. Okay, you have a home
Bomb
shelter.
I think will be bigger than the store that you see earlier on.
Yeah, and for those who really want to have your own kind of like a walk-in wardrobe, you can actually create a door here. And then this one become your entire wardrobe already. For those who want the dual key, you can buy a dual key, Daniel.
I'm not a fan of dual keys. I mean, if you are a pure investor, you want a tenant to help you to cover some of your mortgage loan, then you can go for this. But I'm not a fan because it's very hard to sell in the future.
Actually, if you have a budget for dual key, means you are financially okay.
Yeah.
You probably also don't need this money. Right? I'd rather you go buy a 4-room or 5-room. So this is really, really uniquely for those who have multi-generation. Right? So if you have a delinquent kid, very naughty, just put there lah. Right?
I still can go up.
So this one depends, right? So as an investment, we don't recommend. But of course, if you have a family need, it's for you to look at it because it's one additional, studio unit compared to the 3 rooms down here. So that's why we call it the 4-room dual key. Okay, the 4-room plus study,
1507 square feet.
1507 square feet, and you also only have one layout facing
south.
Okay, facing the south, you get your whatever pocket sea view you call it, right? Good layout, wet and dry, very decent because we've seen other layouts that the wet and dry is in a very different configuration. So this is good. Okay, you get a very big living and dining area, so I think it's good. Okay, study area. Okay, you have your common bathroom.
Two bedrooms have their Jack and Jill.
Okay, and it's attached down here.
Wow, this is also attached. Quite nice, very nice layout.
Yeah, a bit of 2-side wardrobe.
Walk-in wardrobe.
And of course your master with windows. So all this is good.
And with double basin.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually quite luxurious in terms of the layout.
So in terms of the 1507 versus your 1313, okay, if you are a 4-bedroom lover, you want to make more money, buy as big as you can. Because anything more than 1003 square feet is actually very, very rare, even if you go into the resale market.
That's correct.
So in future, 3-4 years down the road, if someone wants the big living space, okay, buy as big as you can. They are the ones that are willing to pay you top dollar for your profits.
And also, you can see seriously all the bedrooms are with attached toilet, which is I think the developer make the layout super well.
Okay, and for those who have a lot of money, you can buy the 5-bedroom, the 1776 square feet. Okay, also facing the south, only one stack. Only one facing. So this is the dream home, right?
Oh, my dream home.
Wow, this is your dream home.
First of all, 5-bedroom is luxurious. So this is really a landscape layout. All right. So then the dining area, you are able to easily put an 8-seater as well. The other thing about luxury home is, of course, you have a island kitchen. I think a lot of women will love this.
You need to bake down here. You can show off your baking skills
Showcasing
here.
your baking, your culinary skills, all are actually all here. Then you still have a good size wet kitchen, all right. And coming into the yard area, this is a utility for the helper and a WC on the back.
And because it's a 5-bedroom, you have the 5th bedroom down here. It's a junior master with an attached bathroom, okay, and a powder room, right? So before you exit, this can be your guest toilet or your powder room. You can touch up. They call it a powder room. So before you exit back, okay. So a good, Jack and Jill bathroom, which is good, and you have a larger walk-in wardrobe with a, his and her sink.
Yep.
So you don't have to fight over it.
Also, they actually got 2 junior master bedroom.
Yeah, it's got 1 junior here, 1 junior. It is perfect. I mean, this is a five bedroom.
This is really perfect.
Right? You don't have to quarrel over who's going to use what. Okay, so yeah, I think this is how these layouts are. Now, I think what's more important is the pricing. This is what you guys are really, really waiting for. Also, we're going to deep dive into what's the break-even and walk-away price for ELTA. Okay. So actually, MCL bought this land at 1250 per square foot per plot ratio. So based on our analysis, based on the break-even, they have to sell a median of 2,520 per square foot.
So how do you get this median price? Probably you want to share with them.
Yeah, so we had to add in the construction costs. We also had to add in a architect's fees, a profit margin, and then we also reduce some of the margin because it's not near the MRT. So we do give MRT a little bit of a premium. So based on our calculation, the median price is 2,520.
So guys, we have a framework that we actually use it to calculation. It's not just a guessing game. So seriously, we took a lot of effort to do up this framework, right?
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of numbers you see on the internet, I think depends, right? So to us, we are real investors on the ground, so we know what is the break even and also what is the kind of pricing that you should walk away.
Yep.
Okay. So there's always the next opportunity. So don't get emotional when you buy properties.
Yeah, because you are investor. At the end of the day, it's about dollar and cents. So do not be emotional. Even if it's a second floor, will you buy it?
Depends on price.
Yeah, if the price is good, I will get it as well.
Yes. Okay. So everything is facts and data. So there's always the next opportunity for you. So now, because it's a high floor development, right? So it starts from 4th floor all the way to 39 stories. So we have to break it up into 3 phases, right? The low floor, the mid floor, and also the high floors. Okay. So low floors probably we can say below 10 floors.
Yep.
The other one 10 to 20, the other one 30 to around 39.
Yeah.
3 beds. For the mid floors, we can say the median price will probably around 2,520 per square foot. And I think this is actually in line, with what the developer has released. Okay, so it might go higher, but if you ask me, it should be around this price. Okay, so don't go too much higher for the mid floors. 25XX, I think it's fine. Right?
So anything, I think 2520 is your I should say your walk away price. Anything above during your balloting days, you can wait for other developments that are better.
And of course, if you go into the low floors, what we calculated was around 2,394 per square foot. Actually, this is still higher than what the developer has actually given us in terms of the indicative pricing. They will start from 22XX.
No. 22XX.
Yes, so if it's 22XX, ladies and gentlemen, anything that is low floor,
just grab.
You just buy only.
Just buy.
Okay, because you know the indications, we know the market, sentiments. Anything that is 22 or 23XX in this development, just buy. Okay, you won't go too far wrong. And of course, okay, on the high floors, okay, we calculated our walk away price to be 2,646. I think disappointingly, the indicative that is given to us is a 29XX for the high floors.
29XX. Then, Alex, if I were to, my queue quite lousy. By the time I go, only got high floor 29XX. What is your recommendation? Then what do? I feel very sad.
Okay, so the walkaway price for the high floor we actually indicated at 26XX. I understand, it may be very different, but if you ask me, no emotions attached. I love the high floors. I am a high floor lover. I love the views. But if you can pay 29XX, I'll probably be able to buy something different.
Where?
I think this is a deliberate strategy by the developer.
Serious? How come I don't know? Tell them the lobang. Where is it?
So if you ask me, right, the high floors at 29XX, because this development is by MCR. Okay, they also have another development, okay, nearby, near the Pine Grove area. It's called Nava Grove.
Oh,
nearer to Holland, you're nearer drive to Orchard and Town. So that product itself also has high floor units.
so how much is it going for?
The high floor units there are only going for 25 to 26xx.
Wow, equivalent to our cheaper than our mid-floor walkway price.
Yes. So if you ask me, definitely, if given a chance, I'd rather buy Nava Grove or even Pine Tree next door.
Pine Tree, I heard what? Within 1 kilometer?
Yes, within 1 kilometer to Henry Park. So these two projects are side by side. If it's 2.9, I might as well go and buy that project.
So guys, we are giving you tips. So you know if your ballot is no good and the price is high, you know where to go to. These two developments that Alex has mentioned to you, the Nava Grove and the Pine Tree Hill.
Yeah. So this development, anything low to mid floor can buy, right? Based on the walkaway price. Of course, it has to be within this price range. Hopefully, the developer can lower the high floor for this ELTA itself.
We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
So if sea view, as we mentioned already, you got to face the noise. You can also go to Nava high floor.
Also high floor.
Also high floor.
Unblocked view.
Greenery's view.
You have your greenery, maybe your pocket sea view. Everything is down there.
But it'll be very quiet.
Quiet location.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at a 1 bedroom based on our walkaway price of median price of 2520 per square foot, so you'll be looking at around 1.2xx million, right? On the low floors, maybe you're able to get also in the entry price of 1 to 2xx million. Okay, on the high floors, if you ask me, 31st floors, if you add in a good 7,000, it's probably going to be 140,000 difference.
Yep.
Okay, on the high side, I think it should not exceed this price,
which is our price of
2646. 2646. So it's really within our expectations. Okay, so 1.315 should be the high floor by right. Okay, so it's a good gauge you can gauge for your 1 bedroom. Now, in terms of 2 bedroom, taking into consideration the median price again, the 2 bed, 2 bath, maybe around 1.8 million plus minus.
Yep.
Low floors, if you can get 1.7, 1.6, 1.7, just grab.
Yeah, it's a steal.
Just grab. I think today you can find nothing below 1.5 million for 2 bedroom anywhere in Singapore, any location. Okay, so if you can get anything below 1.8 million anywhere, just buy in the ELTA itself. Okay, high floors, I think they would assume, well, it's actually off our charts, around maybe 2 million and above.
Walk away.
We suggest you to walk away.
Yeah.
Okay, to buy something else that you can also make money. I think this is our main mission of why we created this YouTube, So if you guys love this YouTube, please like and subscribe so whenever we have reviews, okay, we can actually share more and you get a reminder out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course for your 3 bedrooms on average, let's go into your entry price. Probably is around 2.3 to around 2.6 million. Low floors, okay, probably is around 2.1 to 2.3, and the low floors pricing, do take it up. Okay, so anything below 2 million is impossible to get, for a good, big, large development. Okay, so I think if you can go with a medium to large development, it's always very safe. It's easy to resell in future. On the higher floors, if you to exceed, 2.6, 2.7, you can always buy something else.
Buy something else, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the good range is between 2.1 plus to around 2.3 plus, and for the premium will be 2.3 to around 2.5 region. Okay, 4 bedroom, we will assume it to be slightly lower in per square foot because it's bigger. So we do anticipate it to be around 2.9 to around 3.2 million for the mid to the low floors. Okay, so anything below 3 million, I think is a good deal.
It's a good deal.
Right? So on the high floors, maybe you're going for around 3.3 million. You can always look at something better.
Something's better, yeah.
Okay, so for the 5 bedroom, I think we don't need to do because I think this group of people, you guys know what you want. Right, you guys just want a space.
They don't care about cheap stuff. They only want to feel good.
It's not about the money, right? It's just you just want to feel good, buy the biggest you can. You work so hard, enjoy life, go for it, right? Go for it. But in terms of investment point of view, as mentioned, I think our walkaway price on the low, mid, and high will be very, very different. If you guys get any questions, always look into our description. You can always drop us a message, and from there we can actually advise you moving forward.
Feel free to just comment, right? And we will revert to you.
Okay, so hope you like what we have today, the walkaway price for ELTA. If you guys have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to it. Share with all your friends. Help them make money this year.
Yeah. So the Chinese New Year coming, so we want to wish them 恭喜发财.
This is the year of the snake. So wish you guys a happy new year.
恭喜发财.
发财, 蛇年好运. Okay, so this every year, we want you guys to make good money, especially this year.
See you at the next video.
See you at the next video.